right. Okay, I call this meeting of the Historic District Commission to order. Get a motion to adopt the agenda.
I'll make a motion to adopt the agenda.
Have a motion to adopt. Get a second. All in favor? Aye. All right. Get a motion to approval of the June minutes.
Make a motion we approve the minutes from June 4th.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right. So we're moving right along. Case number 722515404 South Main Street. 404 South Main Street. Anyone here from 404 South?
This ends later.
Mary Lou,
You're up.
come on up.
Come on up.
You want me to come up there?
Get right up
Yeah,
here.
right up
Yes.
Right here?
Right in the middle there.
Okay.
Okay, we just need you to state your name and your address and then tell us what you wish to do. Take your name and your address, tell us your name and your address, and then tell us what you wish to
Yes,
do to your
404
property.
South Main Street.
Okay, and your name? Your name? Just,
Oh, Mary Lou Inslee.
okay.
I'm not hearing age, but I don't know.
I understand, I can work with you here. Mary, just, need you to just give us a brief summary of what you wish to do.
Yeah,
What do you wish to do? What are you here to apply for?
yeah, you have all the information, the
All right, that's
drawings, the whole 9 yards.
so remodeling, new windows and roof. Anybody have any questions?
Is anything happening to the front, or is it all in the back?
It's all in, you know where the glass porch was?
Yes.
You don't remember.
No, I see it on
The glass porch is going, it's the same footprint.
It's
We're
in
following the
back,
same
Laura.
footprint.
It's in the back.
Okay.
So there's, and actually from the front of the street, you can't even see it. If you need to know that.
Right.
So it's just the middle section? It's just this section?
Yeah, it's just, yeah. There's the first porch has never changed. That's where those French doors are. And then the other thing is what we're doing. And we're making a sunroom, one roof line, and it's going to be very traditional. Look like the rest of the house.
That'll be nice.
Anybody, anything else, John? I don't have.
No questions.
Carol, anything?
I would like to make an motion to approve agenda item 7-2-25-15
Yeah, there
for
it is.
404 South Main Street as presented.
Okay, we have a motion on the floor to accept as presented. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
We have a second. We have all in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Okay, Rick.
There's other pictures. The other porch is going to be right next to it. That's not going to, there we go. 3 windows, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
I
what
see
it
that.
will look like.
Thank you, Mary Lou. You're all approved. You're all approved.
Oh, okay.
Yep,
Thank
you were good to get started on your project.
I have to call the builder after I get approval, and they hope to get it started as soon as possible. So
They know who to see right across the way there at
do you
Planning
need anything
and
else
Zoning.
from me?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am, we are done. Thank you for coming in.
It's good to see you all. I see Carol all the time.
See you.
Good to see you.
Thank
Are
you.
you gonna do the figures?
Yep, at the Atlantic.
I'll come and see you.
Do.
Come see my new porch when it's done.
I'd love to.
Thank you, guys.
Bye.
Hi, Mary. All right. Case number 7225-16, 17 Jefferson Street.
Hello.
Good Do I need to speak loud?
No. Not yet.
Just state your name and your address and then what you wish to do.
Kelly Dean, 17 Jefferson Street, and I'm just putting a new sign on the existing structure.
Okay. And that's going on to the existing, what's there, right? Something's already there.
So the structure and the pictures, the lights will remain the same, the actual structure all remains the same, it's just the vinyl lettering that's gonna go on that board.
Pretty basic, yeah, simple. Anybody have any questions? No questions, Laura? Carol, anything?
I like it, I think it's very attractive.
We have to look nice. Okay, anyone want to entertain a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve case 7/2/25/17/16 as presented.
Okay, we have a motion to accept as presented. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
We have a second. All in favor? Aye. And any opposed? Okay.
As a side note, she's got a great little florist shop out there.
Yes.
The Atlantic has been taking advantage of how close.
Awesome.
Your back door.
Yeah, love it. So you're at, how many days, are you open 7 days right now, or what are you trying?
I'm Monday through Saturday open at the shop, and then on Sundays I am set up in the beer garden on the Atlantic.
Oh, good.
So I'm 7 days a week, but I do deliveries, pickups, so all of Worcester County.
Wonderful. Well, welcome to town. Thank you.
I appreciate that. Come see me.
We will.
Well, thank you. All right. We got case number 7225-18, number 2 Bay Street, requesting some signage.
Yeah.
Oh, did I skip 17?
You skip 17.
Well, let's go, can we go on with Bay Street? And then we'll come back to. Move back around. All right, well, we'll go. The 17, that 13 and 15 South Main Street.
That is Bill.
Well-
Sorry. You were right.
That's who we're with Bill now, right?
Yes.
All right.
Hello.
State your name and address and what you wish to do.
Bill Houghton, 1315 South Main Street. And I'm putting up a sign that says Berlin Furniture Market. It's on Billy Esham's property. It was a warehouse. Now it's going to become a little furniture market. And the sign has been adjusted twice since I turned in my first paperwork. And Billy Esham and I decided instead of 30 foot long and 3 foot wide, it's now 2 foot wide and 24 foot long. But it looks pretty much the same no matter which picture you see of it. And it's being done by Sun Signs.
Right.
Lane.
I guess, is there any questions? I guess, and also being a family of Billy Esham, if I should recuse myself from this, I think as probably I should. I'm going to recuse myself from this case. And Laura, you take over as what?
Okay, I just had one question. I don't recall you guys coming in for the door and the overhead. Was
Well,
that?
they're doing that.
Okay, I was gonna say, because
That's
I
Sharon
didn't like
and
it.
Billy Esham on their own.
But is there any way we can
Yeah,
put that
so
on this?
Kate was
so they
nice
don't
enough to
come
get in
back?
contact with the staff for the owner, I guess.
That's me. Al.
No, her name was,
Sharon.
Angela. Angela.
Can we add that to tonight's agenda? No, okay, I just thought they would have to.
They're
come back.
gonna try to get the information in so they can go on the next one.
Okay. Are there thoughts about the sign?
I don't have any issues with the sign, really.
I don't either.
The doors,
building's
actually, the
bad.
door is the exact same door. They just put panels of glass in the door
Oh, okay.
instead of being, it's the same door.
Yeah. I mean,
And
I
it
think,
matches everything in that whole complex.
I think it does look nice.
Yeah,
It
it
was-
really looks nice.
I think so too.
So even the door was, they changed it so it wasn't just a plain old door. Because it was a warehouse and it was just a straight metal door. And that's actually the entrance to the building, so I wanted it a little more, at least a little nicer than just a
Yeah.
bland metal door. So,
And I think the sign is, my first thought that it was very large, but it's in proportion to the building
Yeah,
is
it's-
large.
oh yeah,
And it's in
the
proportion.
building's 100-foot long.
Are there any comments from the public in regard to the sign? Does anybody have thoughts?
That I know of.
I'm just asking
Oh.
anybody that's here. Okay.
I think it's pretty straightforward. I mean, it's in proportion, I think, with the building. It's a huge building, so the sign kind of fits, I think.
Okay. Then,
Okay, I will make a motion to approve as presented case number 7-2-25-17 for 13-15 South Main Street, Burville.
do I have a second?
I'll second it.
All in favor?
All right.
Approved.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Good morning.
Like, this is the most popular people in town at the Speedway, am I right?
The snowballs are great.
Thank you.
Well,
All right, where are we, 2 Bay Street?
Mhm.
All right, case number 722518, 2 Bay Street. Guys, up front, tell your address and your names again.
2 Bay Street, Kevin and Brianne Shimoleski, and don't forget Kylie and Brandon Shimoleski, the big bosses back there. Basically just trying to put our sign up right over top what used to be the old bank teller window. The dimensions are going to be 18 inches high by 48 inches wide.
Spot vinyl lettering, what's the sign made of? Is that like an AZAC board or?
PVC core, he said it's the same as like what Mandela Pies and Second Wave have.
It looks like wood though. It's basically like a
Yes.
synthetic wood.
I like your logo.
Story of my life.
I think it could be bigger, just so you can, or also around the corner one, just to give you guys,
We would love to, but just to be brutally honest, we just were trying not
Get something
to,
out there.
yeah, we didn't want to, I would make it as big as you guys would let me, but I just didn't want to do it out of proportion too.
yeah,
I think
I
that-
think it looks just
Yeah, I think
perfect
that
myself,
proportion.
yeah.
looks good,
I do.
looks good to me.
And then some other things that were on there, the menu, putting the menu where the old night depository is. I can give a picture of what, right there, just to cover up that, that space. That's where the menu we would like to put.
I want to see. That looks completely functional.
And then-
Necessity.
It turned out nice, I think it looks really good.
And it actually, it's the exact size of the night deposit box, so it kind of, not that the silver doesn't look great, but it actually kind of fits perfectly.
It's just such a good use of that space.
I can't tell you how perfectly everything has worked with just the space, the park, all of it has just been,
It's a win-win.
And then we'd also like to put a window plane on the glass door on the side, so people coming down William Street.
if it's on the inside? Do they?
Because the window is, I wish it was that easy, but the window is tinted. So if we put it on the inside, yes, ma'am.
That's the only.
Well, there's a formula on how much signage they can have per square feet, so I guess if they check that with the planning and zoning.
Do you know what the dimensions of the claim is gonna be?
18 by 18. 18 by 18, yeah.
Would you like a motion?
Yeah, unless anybody else has any more questions.
There was two other, we were just seeing about, we just wanted to put an American flag and a Maryland flag up. And apparently we need permission to put the actual holders. So they would just be the standard stainless steel or white, whatever you guys.
And where are we talking about putting those? Is it,
There's one or two in the back.
you mean towards the back here?
Up on top of, it's literally inches above, and I apologize for the picture, it's just inches above, if like the green, if you go back one or two more.
Where, if you go to the one where the picture on the logo.
That.
Right up on top, like the green trim area. A couple inches above where you can't see, to be brutally honest.
I feel like that's something that could be taken down. It's not like we're not fastening it to the brick or anything like that.
No, sir.
Is there anything else?
Staining.
Just staining, quite frankly, whatever color you guys would want us to do, we're assuming it's that green. It used to be the old flower planter box, just the counter area. We just wanted to either stain it or paint it, whatever color you guys would like.
Yeah, I believe that the trim, the current owner is planning to do like repainting, right? Am I
Yes,
correct
ma'am.
on that?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Wouldn't it be better to have it all correspond?
We're not touching the green, it's the pink trim that we're touching for that, so the green's gonna remain the same.
Oh, okay.
The others are here too.
Oh, okay. Okay, I mean,
Yeah, I see what you're
if
saying.
you want to freshen that up, I think it's a good idea. I just,
And truthfully,
don't
we-
want time, paint
Yes,
one.
I definitely think the stain would look better than that natural weathering.
we just want to do something with it. We don't care if it's stain or color. We'll take your guys' direction on what color you guys like or prefer, or stain color you like or prefer.
Laura, what do you think about
I think, I think it should go with whatever they're painting, or the green, or just a natural. I don't know. What do you guys think?
I'm thinking, I like the green.
I like the green.
I'm thinking, a lot of the darker greens, that disappearing green, as some call it, that
I mean, I like the green.
of the darkest green. I mean,
Okay.
is this something, would you like to, we could table to maybe, if you wanted to walk out and look at it
Yes.
before we come, we can come up with a color
Yeah.
of sorts
Yeah.
via
That's a good idea.
an email for a color. We could get with you on a color. We could approve you to do a stain, and we could get with you. Or it's just something that might take to look at.
Yes,
You know
sir.
what I mean? And
Yes,
we
sir.
all know what it looks like out there, but to really make it so it's going to blend in and have that gradual flow into town. So
Yes, sir.
let's do that. Why don't
Yeah, we
we
can
we can
approve
approve of
painting it or
stain.
whatever, and yeah, absolutely.
And I do like a stain rather than a paint on that natural wood. So, okay, so we can entertain a motion if anybody wants to entertain a motion, or any more questions, I guess.
Well, let me think a second. The door thing that you just talked, the inside of the door.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, what size did you say? that-
18 inches.
18 by 18.
Okay, will that work with what?
You have to measure the size of that area to see if that's too much signage. So without doing the research, I don't know.
I'm just trying to keep them. having
You can maybe approve them for a cling, and then I can tell them the size.
Approve the sign as long as it meets
Yeah.
the
Code.
code
Yep.
Yeah.
for the size.
Mhm.
I think we can do that. I mean, we agree, we're all fine with the sign and all that stuff.
I just don't like to see them to have to come back for something.
Right.
Minor.
All right, anyone want to entertain the motion?
I'll make a motion that we approve case 7-2-25-18 as presented. And when we get to the window cling, that it's approved as long as it conforms to code.
Okay, motion on the floor. Do we have a second?
A second.
We have a second. All in favor? Aye. And any opposed? Okay. You're good.
Thank you, guys.
All right,
Thank
thank
you.
you. Okay, case number 722519, 5 South Main Street. Here comes the owners.
Yeah, didn't need it.
All right, you guys state your name and your address, and then what you wish to accomplish.
Robert Rosenblatt, 308 14th Street in Sea Ocean City. I'm sorry, 5 South Main Street.
It's the Rosenblatt Family LLC, I'm Sarah Moody, mother, and 5 South Main Street.
Okay, so what, let's see, you're replacing damaged windows.
And door, yeah, both the door and the window at the front of the building are both damaged. The door doesn't operate properly and there's like holes underneath. And then the window up top actually has a broken pane in the window currently. So we just wanted to refresh what is already there using pretty much the exact same door and window, just making it a little newer and more usable.
The door's beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah, the door is just, yes, wonderful.
And it's pretty much, like I said, the exact same
Yeah, that's right.
type. And then we're gonna either keep it that natural wood color or paint it to match the trim that's coming up on the later side slide.
What, was that the door the previous owners were
Yeah.
removing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now it's gonna be done right. It's a little bit. The window above, is that still gonna have those long,
Yeah, you'll see on the Windows ones, if you keep going on the slide, I think it's, here, I just did the pictures of the windows. If you go to the next one, these are the windows for the inside that you cannot see from the street at all. They look over the roof of 3 South Main Street and then in the alley in between like our building and Joe Moore's building. So they aren't viewed at all from outside at all. And then if you go to the next slide, that's the one that I had picked out before. We are very happy to do ones with the panes in it. I just couldn't find one that was on Anderson that had that on there. But we were ordering a custom for that through 84 Lumber for a Anderson window, and they can match the panes that are currently on there.
yeah.
Or it's not panes, but whatever those little lines are.
Well, I just appreciate you taking the time to do it right. Thank you.
Of course. And then there should be, we just need to put a mailbox up outside somewhere because it is going to be a residential apartment. So I picked out one that looks like the one at Good Reform and Life Simple Pleasures, but if you have a different one that you would like us to use, we're more than happy to.
That's old school, I like it.
Okay, yeah, I tried to make it as antique looking as possible.
Yeah, that's good.
I have to ask questions about the color.
Mhm.
I know they were picked for you, and I like the gold. I think it's cool, but in my mind, I was picturing all the trim on the building would match like whatever was green would now be this, where would the gold be going?
So right now, if you go, I believe,
Just
hold on,
where
let
the
me
pink is?
find the exterior, okay, yeah, that one, right where those are, it's pretty much just the 3 South Main Street building, so it's where Good Reform was and what's now gonna be the bridal shop and the apartment. We're going to be that gold color that.
So like the first building will be like all green trim.
It's
with
still the
like-
same, yeah, it's gonna stay the same. If they do a Main Street facade grant again this year, I've already talked to Ivy about, because a lot of that green paint is chipping and like, you know, in bad
Yeah,
shapes.
needs to be redone.
So that's on our list for the facade grant, if they do it again. If not, I'm just gonna work with Ivy to get it done.
So I was just.
So we weren't gonna change more than technically needed to be changed. I just don't, we didn't think the pink fit very well with the other colors in town.
So then the first building around, the first building's all green with green around all the windows, and then the dolly section's green. And then moving on, that turret looking
Mhm.
where the pink is,
Mm-hmm.
and the other building,
Where that pink and reddish.
yeah, where the pink and red, and then that big like Palladian window that's bright white,
Mm-hmm.
that will be like the gold colors.
I don't think we're touching the window. That wasn't our plan. The lady that's taking over and opening the bridal shop, I don't know if she's submitted anything so far. I don't think she's doing anything to the exterior, only the interior.
So then the new window that goes above, what color will the trim be around that?
In the one above our door,
Yeah,
it's gonna still be the same trim that's there currently, the white
White.
trim that's there currently, and then the window is gonna be painted to match the doors in that pale yellow color. Like right now, they're the pale pink color to match the trim. They're going to stay matching the trim, just,
so then the window
The
will
new
look
trim.
like it's like yellow trim. But then that other one, the big Palladian one, is gonna have white trim.
the window above the door right now has a white, like trim outside, but the window itself is painted the pink. Yeah, I tried it. It's hard to get a picture. Yeah, so you can see that the trim outside of it is white, and then the window itself was painted pink.
I don't wanna throw any kind of wrench into you guys, because you're doing
We haven't had any.
a
Like,
wonderful,
yeah,
a
we
wonderful
haven't.
thing, getting rid of that pink. But I'm just concerned that there's now the green and then the white and now the yellow's coming with the two-tone. Can we just look at it and think about it before making a decision tonight?
Of course.
And then do it by email? Because
Yeah, as long as
I
we
don't
can get
wanna,
like the
like-
door and the window, like,
Yes.
as long as we can install
I
things,
just
that's
don't want to like have
fine.
any kind of discouragement, but at the same time, I don't want to jump into it without like really thinking about this.
Yeah.
Because I think unifying that building is what it needs,
Mhm.
and I don't want to do the wrong thing. I just would like to.
Look, I love the green. I'm very open to the green, to doing green. We did the yellow because it's the colors that
Yes.
Sue Moore picked.
And that's who
So
I
we
remember
wanted to
talking
do
to,
it.
because
We'd like
Sue
to-
Sue
I-
is
I
so
can tell you,
knowledgeable.
Yeah.
The big window, it was painted the white, and it was painted bright white, and it really stepped out. And it was
Yeah.
like,
If I
why?
may, what color do you want us to paint it?
I'd like to just talk to Sue,
Okay.
like just to say, because
Well,
she's so good.
You tell us
Yeah.
what paint color to
Yeah,
paint it. I'll
exactly,
paint it
yeah.
that
We can
color.
hold off on the painting as long as the materials that we can
Yeah.
order can be ordered.
I think that's
now.
so fair.
Yeah,
I just would just like to have a quick conversation just to make sure.
of course.
That you're probably serious.
We're fine with the yellow,
Yeah, I'll
gold,
put-
or a green, like an offsetting, like two-tone green.
And I
Either
like
one
the
works
gold idea,
fine.
but I just don't know if it's introducing a third when it, you know what I mean? Like, I wanted to look good.
Yeah, of course.
Get there. It looks-
It is get to
pink skull.
I know, everybody's excited about that. Well then, could I just make a motion to
Okay.
approve?
If there's no-
If there's no other questions?
No, I think it's being done, I think it's well thought out, being done right.
She deserves all the credit.
All right, well, I'll make a motion to approve the windows
The
as
door,
they're
yeah.
with the exception of the window color above that one door, as it's presented in case number 19, yeah.
And the door also.
And approving the door and the windows as they're presented, and then just holding off on the trim.
In the mailbox as well.
Oh, yeah, the mailbox is awesome.
Okay, motion on the floor. And we have a second. We have a second. All in favor? Any opposed? Okay. Very good. Thank you, guys. See you next month again?
Well, I have a landscape architect starting, but he doesn't think it'll be, I think we're
We're
going
working
to
in
be
progress.
to September. Well, I'd like to get some feedback from you later, because his idea, I just want to run by.
All right.
But we'll call. Thank you so much.
All right. Call me anytime, Robbie.
Thank you.
All right.
And
Case number 7225-206 Jefferson Street. How do you do?
How are you?
My other page. Be with you just a second. On the page. Okay, and just state your names and your address, please, and then what you wish to have done.
My name is Anya Mollis, and I'm here with the Board Secretary Barbara Johnson. We are with the Worcester County Arts Council at 6 Jefferson Street. First of all, I wanted to thank you for expediting our request and putting us on the agenda on the short notice. We appreciate it. So the main purpose of our request is our nonprofit building desperately needs a replacement of the roof. We received a contract from Chesapeake Roofing Company. You can see from this picture that I have submitted that the roof is really in the need of improvement and replacement. We provided a shingle for you to take a peek, and a brochure that explains all the material specifics. So that's the main request that we would have from you for consideration. The other one that I added last minute to this request is that we have a handicap ramp right there featured. It's also in disrepair. It has wooden pickets that constantly need maintenance, and actually they cause some kind of hazard because we have older people who walk on the ramp touching it, and they are just not in presentable shape at all. So our proposal was to include, and that should be on the next slide, something similar to our next door neighbor wooden octopus has. That's a kind of a new technology used right now on the decks that is rust resistant and very well made, easy to maintain.
I can attest to the old person trying to use the ramp. Yes, it does need work.
This, what we've approved, this is Matt's next door.
Yeah.
The same, what they're looking to do. Any questions? Anything?
At first, well, I think that the front porch as it is with the front porch railings is in keeping with the style of the house. Then the ramp, my first thought was, it's something different. But I do think that those wires help a ramp disappear, because the other one's a mess and it's an eyesore. And to have just those wires does make it disappear. And you focus more on the front porch, which, you know, to me is the architecture of the building. So I think it would be a nice addition
Exactly.
for those reasons. And also because this is a little more contemporary, but this street is an art street. And I think that it shows, you know, more of a creative design for your building. And I think that you couldn't have done a better job picking the shingles for the roof because it looks.
Oh, I'm glad.
Yeah, it looks great.
Thank you. We are very anxious to start this project once it's approved because we've had several issues with leaking windows and we don't want it to cause any more damage to the building. But when it comes to the ramp, as you can see on the left picture, we do have some landscaping in our plans down the road. Once the ramp is installed, we want to work with the master gardener and have some kind of native plants planted in front. So even when we install the wire connections on the ramp, you won't even see it because we can do some plants going up.
I think it'll be a great improvement to this building.
And it'll be safe, you know, I know the roof really needs work, but the ramp was really, I was glad to see that.
All right, any more, John, anything? All right, I'll entertain a motion.
It's on the paper, yeah.
Got it.
And get the regulators, it's there right now. I would like to present case number 7-2-25-20 for approval as presented for the roof using the shingle that we have looked at, and also the ramp improvements or replacement as shown on the plans for 6 Jefferson Street, the Worcester County Arts Council building.
I'll second that.
Okay, we have a motion and we have a second. All in favor? And any opposed? Okay, all right, thank you.
Thank you so much. We really
Thank you.
appreciate it.
Really thrilled.
If I may ask a quick question, just for the safety precautions, when we start working with the roofing company, do we have to contact the town of Berlin when it comes to the street access or any
For like
safety hazard
dumpster
and things
area,
like that?
things like
Yeah.
that.
Well, they're
No,
trucking
don't worry.
equipment. What if your car is parked on that street,
Mm-hmm.
In front of the
building, and it's gonna be, they told us not to be in the building for 2 days minimum, probably. You know, it's weather, you never know.
That's too bad you couldn't have done the roof before 10 days. It was terrible.
Whoever your contractor
Temporary.
is, when they go to get permits and so forth, they can work with it.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll let you know what you need.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, great, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
There's no more public.
There's the snow.
It was good to see you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so we have no more public here, so comments from the public. Reggie just left. Staff, any comments?
Nope,
No. Ryan, you're doing a good job.
thank you.
I hear things, and I'm like, yes.
Only tell me the good stuff.
Don't worry.
Thank you.
Me, you're doing your job.
Yeah, you've got a lot of catching up to do, but
Yeah, yep, you're not wrong.
Good job.
Thank
no,
you.
it's making a difference.
Thank you.
Commissioners, anybody have anything to say? And I don't have anything to bring up, so you can get a motion for adjournment.
Move, so move.
Second.
All right, meeting adjourned.